Okay, hi guys, this is Kim. I am here to do a reading, and I will put the time that the reading actually starts. This first part is something that is a little bit new, is something that I'm going to try to incorporate every now and then, is some creative channeling. And so this stuff it's really about being vulnerable and sharing my healing experience with everyone. So the messages that I get are, I assume, from my higher self. So this is creative channeling, and hopefully you get something from the channel messages too. Okay. And I will get better at presenting it too. So this just came as an idea. So I'm going to read it kind of. Okay, so the first part was, what if you knew that there was no energy to save or no energy to hold on to? What if you knew there was nothing to lose? What if you knew this energy was always here? It was here for all eternity. You, human, are witnessing the matter. Currently, the stuff that really matters it's only created in this now moment. This is all the stuff that literally matters. And I feel like there's some kind of, by the way, some kind of key to that too. But, okay, so then I have, we are part of that energy constantly pulling on the past and future ethers while constructing and reconstructing in this now moment. What literally matters is always changing. We like everything to be now, because truly that is our energy state of being. And then here was like my main advice from my higher self was, change is needed to break some of unhealthy patterns. Something as small such as picking up different songs to play during the day can have a very big effect on what you create. And then it goes on saying, these changes, part of them that would be really important would be more silence. More times for silence allows for you to get in tune with your actual vibration and be able to separate it from, okay, this is mine, this is external, kind of, because the energy is always moving back and forth. It just makes you very aware. Then ultimately you know if you need to raise your vibration up, or if there's something that is around that is a cause for any kind of low vibration. So I said the energy that you feel is constantly moving. However, please not to judge this energy as good or bad. Remember that this is a human perspective, and that we all know by now there's no one right or correct way. It's more like I can't have one without the other. In this sense, this is this perspective of duality. It's allowing for choices, and it's allowing for changes to appear like they are separate or going in some kind of order. But what if there were no lists? What if there was no ranking? What if there was nothing above or under? It's hard, but it's interesting to take that perspective outside of the human being and imagine, could you imagine from a different perspective, not a different consciousness. But anyway, okay, I will digress. But I have that we are not separate. We are all one and the same, part as the whole, and we're always complete. Things are seemingly separate from that human perspective. So try thinking here, like I said, of the perspective that's not filtered through our human brains. What would that look like? What would the non-duality be? I have that the mind allows us to alter the matter in this now moment and that is where the matter exists. And I'm thinking past, present, future in a sense. So I have, remember here too, when you're dealing with these emotions, that the not to judge part, and then the part that they are all your emotions are part of your divine design, equally important, completing an experience. So when you sit in silence, these emotions, especially for the first few times of doing it, can be really overwhelming. Especially if you avoid feeling things or keep stuff bottled up inside. The energy has to go somewhere, and that's where if it doesn't get released, it can even manifest as a physical symptom. A lot of us have stomach issues and or pains that we feel due to like this energy. So when you feel low down or stuck in a rut, that's when change is crucial. That's when contracts change, characters change, even settings tend to change. The divine plan is altered in a very sacred way. Free will. Because of this free will, duality can exist, and it appears with these choices. And as you know, choices resemble change, and change is what is needed to break some patterns. So let's see. Then what else do I have? Okay. I think that might be it. Okay, so from the human perspective, the non-duality. Okay, duality allows your experience to seem separate. Yeah, though we are not actually separate. From this one non-duality, it is one of the most all-inclusive theories that very few people understand, or from the human perspective is hard to understand, because the whole experience is about separate. So seemingly separate is for experience's sake. What I do for the sake of you, and vice versa. Whatever you do, you're doing here for the sake of me. We are all actually living for one another every day that we exist. So that's I just take one grain of sand away from this picture, and everything would dissolve. So in that sense, it's just saying how important it is for us to have each other. Okay. And I think that's it. Okay. Yeah, I think that's about it. So that was 8 minutes. That's kind of long, but I mean, the main point was to kind of explain or rationalize to myself the need for change, being vulnerable, allowing change to come in, and viewing those very small things every day as huge, important steps from our perspective to get everything else to start changing. And that is the channeled message. So I hope you like that. I know that was a little bit long, but and I might start making just separate videos of these and this only. So that's what I've got though. So here for your reading, without further ado. Hi there, signs of Gemini. This is Kim here to do a next 48-hour reading. Thanks for being patient with me while these come out. I hope you enjoyed the channeling. I'm going to start doing them. I'm sure they're going to be a little bit more fluid the more I get used to it each week. So let's do your reading. This is going to be for a breakthrough. So it's your breakthrough spread to find out what's going on with Gemini. What is their pattern, or what is it that they've been running into that they maybe need help or assistance with? And I open up to your spirit team, to your angels. This information is channeled always for your highest good. It is from a loving intent. And yeah. Give me something on the pattern. What is the pattern? What is the pattern for Geminis? And there's the cat climbing the chair like it's a tree. 14, message of concern. Message of concern. Whoa. You okay, Coco? Message of concern and courthouse wanted to fall out. So, message of concern, courthouse, and then change. Okay, this is the pattern right here. So we're going to move forward and we're going to get your challenge now. Message of concern, courthouse, change. Tell me about the challenge for Gemini. Who else? There was another reading that got a lot about courthouse. Well, it was Leo's, I think. I think it was Leo's. About something that needs to be done in a different, more official way. Maybe, what's coming to me is that phrase, you can spend 8 hours cutting down a tree with like a handsaw, or you can spend 2 hours thinking of how to cut down a tree, putting your mind into it, and then getting it done in 1 hour after that. So I hope that I got that right, but work smarter, not harder, like taking the time out to work smarter is going to be really important. Yeah, taking the time out, because what this is saying, I didn't even look at the card there, but that's exactly what that's saying. The Four of Swords in the reverse is you really not wanting to think about how to do something, and so therefore you're doing it in the hard way. And I am a Leo, and let me tell you, that message is relating. I can relate to that. I have a lot of Gemini in my chart, and I definitely can relate to sometimes just not using the old brain and working harder. That's the challenge, is something that to think about something a little bit longer. And those are, yeah, you think it sounds easy, but breakthrough. What's the breakthrough? Because toil and labor, you know, is suggesting that you're working a whole lot, and I'm not sure if you get what you're wanting to get out of that. I have occupation in the reverse. Has to do with your occupation. So it does have to do with exactly what I said. Has to do with how you're working. That's your breakthrough. That's your breakthrough. Occupation in the reverse. So what are you, okay, well, obviously it has to do with something that you're thinking of doing, maybe making something official, maybe licensing. I guess I need to stop trying to guess and just pull out some more cards on this breakthrough, because occupation in reverse could be so many different things. We got the Kipper deck blended with Osho Zen Tarot. Mostly you're getting the Kipper deck out. Message in reverse and the main female and occupation. Oh, I don't even know if I have. Can you see that though? I hope that you can see that. Let me just put on this light. That might help. What is going on? Like a message, like a breakthrough that a message didn't get through to you. And here comes the cat, this exact same time, talking about a message. Give me something else for breakthrough, please. Something else for breakthrough. Bad health, and that is going to change. Ooh, okay, what I got, I'm picking up on a speedy recovery. So when I get health issues or thinking about health, especially with all these different messages, it's either financial health, occupational health, or it is that you were, or it is that you're, okay. Mwah. Here you go. I feel like something's going to happen, and I'm getting the message, this is a speedy recovery. Don't read these separate. Read it like that. This is a speedy recovery. So don't, so step out of stress and anxiety from anything you're worried about, especially with the occupation or your health. Either one, time to take a rest, a time out. time to take a rest, a time out. And it's like I said with cutting down the tree, you can spend 8 hours not thinking about it and it take 8 hours. Or you can spend like 2 because you took an hour to think about it, or whatever I said, something like that. So what a pretty spread. Knight of Wands, by the way, is what that is. And it's feeling like there's something that you're going to be really passionate about and go towards. And however you look at it, you know, even an occupation can have a speedy recovery, right? What is your power at this time? What is Gemini's power? Ooh. Change, but I feel like the message is it's not going to be so sudden. It's still wealth. It's some kind of wealth that was manifested over time. I feel like this is something that you have, either this mature man is representing you, having maturity, knowing how to hold on to money, or, you know what I mean, making it last, keeping it in the family, possibly. So this power might be that you're related to somebody that knows how to create wealth over a long time, something like that. And this is usually talking about having a really good example of somebody that showed you how to be consistent. And now that teaching or experience, well, it's positive for your experience right here, right now. Why do I feel like you've gotten a message or something about this person, and this person's wise. Like King of Cups, like energy. Somebody trying to give you pieces of advice from their own wisdom. All right. Rome wasn't built in a day. That's what I get with that. Rome wasn't built in a day. Okay, so your outcome, though maybe in a time, which, by the way, poverty doesn't have to mean financial, but it's paired with the Ten of Cups, guys. So what that means is there is something that you're going to accept of what you have gone through and focus on what truly makes you happy. And in that sense, you're not ever impoverished. We will get more clarification on this. I think I want to get another deck to find out why the Ten of Cups, because it's like, okay, I know exactly how I would look at this. I would be like, okay, yeah, I can be with this person and have access to lots of money, or I can have lots of help. I can have a better job, just kind of like knowing or being around someone. But do I want that with what I have to put up with? Would I rather go and maybe even choose to work harder for my own sanity, for your own happiness, not letting some wealthy family member keep you doing things the way that they want to do them? So going off on your... So, I mean, that's a true choice. Like, lots of people have that choice where it's like, well, you can stay here, have things made, but you got to do exactly what I said. You know what I mean? It's not a good... not a good dynamic. But the Ten of Cups is. But the Ten of Cups, like, I'd rather you not help if you're gonna use things against me or say things against me. Whew. Oh no, this is your advice. Oh my goodness. 24, Thief is on the bottom. 32, Despair. Your advice. That could be a loss of money too. So you got to watch out. You have to watch out for that. Let me have more. I don't understand how this is my advice unless it's exactly what I said. I would rather sit here than have to do this or that and be with you. Yeah. Both of these cards show people with their eyes closed, kind of like meditating, saying, you know, I'm going to go within. I'm going to find out what is really going to make me feel good. This person feels really alone, though, in the sense of being shut out of maybe even social gatherings and things like that because of being worried or needing money. The Four of Cups, going within to find your answers. And truly having a sense of like, okay, I felt this energy and I want to reject this lifestyle. But thanks for the contrast, life. Like, thanks for the contrast, but I don't want it. That's kind of what I'm getting with that Four Cups. Tell me more about what is this breakthrough then? Please tell me. Please tell me. I think Eight of Swords in the reverse is wanting to come out. So I feel like it has to do with breaking free of your limitations. Either yours or ones that people have tried to put on you or assign to you. Marriage, commitment, marriage and business or romance, and completely reinventing what it means to you to be committed or to be with somebody, what it is they have to have or don't have to have as long as you're happy. What a sweet message. Rather live in poverty than... That's a sweet message. That is a really sweet message, actually. Ooh, official person. 22. Official person. Okay. Somebody that's had a lot of experience. Somebody that has fought a lot of battles and has in return won a lot of battles too. This Knight of Wands can be a twin flame energy. It doesn't have to be, but it can be. I'm not really big in twin flame, like using that word much, because I believe that we have many soulmates, and I'm more in line with the soulmates. Tell me about the change. Tell me about the change. It's part of your pattern. Tell me about the change. What's the change about for Gemini? Is that Justice in the reverse? Yes. Justice in the reverse. That's a partnership that you don't want healed at this time. Something might not be fair. You don't want to take, somebody doesn't want to take a chance. Strength. Not too confident. Not too confident, doesn't want to take a chance at this moment. And a partnership that's either not working out or something just really has to get resolved, and it will either, it may even go to court to get resolved, right? I think that this is representing a partnership that didn't work out, though, personally. Tell me more about Justice in the reverse. The Queen of Wands in the reverse is kind of like really hesitant on putting themselves out there. Maybe it's about falling in love. I want to say again, falling in love again. Somebody's in one of those situations where if you're with this person, then I'm not going to help. Somebody's advising you of something, or they're not going to help. Like, it's one of those. This is a real love relationship. It's a real partnership. It's passion fueled. Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. That's what's coming off of that Two of Cups. Anyway. Okay, Seven of Pentacles. That whole song came into my mind. Like, you get what you want and then you never wanted it again. Go ahead, take everything, I want you to. Go ahead, take everything. But the song clearly says, I want you to. It's like, well, this didn't work. You still have stuff. You still have time invested. You still have a it's just, are you know, how satisfied does she look? All right, so what about the challenge then? What is it we have to think about? How do we work smarter, not harder? Self-love, self-care, believing that you deserve it, for one thing, because there's such a strong energy out here that is, for so, I don't even want to say it, but it feels like it's influencing you to not believe that you're deserving of something if it's not done a certain way, and that's just simply not true. So Ace of Cups in the reverse is like, you've got to know that you deserve everything anybody else has all the time, no matter who you are. But you've got to give yourself the self-care that proves it to yourself. You've got to show your body you actually care for it the way you're wanting it to perform for you. That's easier advice to say than to do, right? But the efforts, I feel like your efforts, Nine of Pentacles, is going to pay off. It starts with you and what you feel like you deserve, and not needing another energy to tell you that you deserve it. Big changes in occupation. I'm going to go there next. Big changes in occupation. The Moon, which is card of changes. There are changes coming. We usually assign more fear than necessary, you know, to the Moon card. In the dark of what we can't see most of the time. But look, I don't see too many swords cards here. And if anything, you're not wanting to think about stuff. There's something that you just walked away, or you're going to walk away from, because you're going to embrace these unknown changes, and they're going to be really big, and they're going to change a lot of things for you. They may bring in a real love, true love relationship that ends up in some kind of marriage or commitment, whether that be here lover's energy or just the crossroads representing that big choice. You choose happiness. So I can tell you that you make the right choice. There's something tied to it that you just have to get through. Your advice is to go inward, and on whatever issue this is with the not hiring, okay, to go inward, to meditate, to allow for you to just watch thoughts go by and say, you know what, set the intent before your meditation. Say, you know, I want some answers to come in, you know, to my higher self, please. And then just try. You can only try. See, can't hurt. If anything, you get really well rested, and I believe you can do a lot of quantum like changes through meditation. In that here and now moment, in that state, I believe you can be at all at once. You can quantumly really change things for yourself, and that's what's coming in. It is unknown, but like I said, I mean, if we're going by this being the prediction is that you choose what's going to make you happy. And it's going to challenge some kind of views that you already have about yourself. But it's okay. You can do that too. Change. Three of Pentacles. You might be doing something on your own and moving out, or something like that has to do with you doing something on your own because, well, I got, like, because I can. Because I can. Because you can. Okay, so what else are we going to get? We're going to get some Oracle cards. I'm going to close out this reading. If you felt like it resonated, hit the like button, subscribe. get a private reading, if you need a private reading and you need something that's a little bit more specific, that is in the description box below on how to do that. Yeah. So what's that? Fast recovery, speedy recovery, health, excellent time to start an exercise program or diet. Many new friendships are on the horizon. You have fairy guides. Whenever you're feeling blue, don't fear. The fairies are protecting you. I also have friends. All the love your light extends. It's reflection in chosen friends. Oh. Love. Love is in the air. A great time for commitment and taking relationships to the next level. Beautiful. I have turquoise on the bottom of the deck. It's a healing color for you. Okay, so that's what I've got for you all. Sending you much love and light. Until next time. Bye-bye.